Welcome back, friends. Today we are stitching with the stitching die of the month for January 2024. This is called Bee Stitched, and it makes a giant bee, and then it has floral vines, which are gorgeous. So, whoops, let me turn this over here. So this is what the card is intended to make. Here's your bee. And then there's your florals that you can add to it. So I have changed it up just a little bit. We are making the bee very similar, but I've changed up the card base and we're not using the florals in today's card. Instead, we are using the Echo Park Be Happy designer paper. I picked this up from scrapbook.com. And I will link that down in the description because it is absolutely adorable with this month's club kits. So I have made my card base using it with a black border. And then I have made a layer focal with the Essential Floral Reflections die set. And this die set is just perfect for so many different things, from the larger ones being your focals to the smallest ones being your sentiments. There is something here for every project. I use it a lot. So we're going to use that as our focal. I've got a sentiment that I cut and heat embossed from the clear stamp and die of the month, and we're going to use that. And then I have pre-done the bee's larger wings. So look at the detail there. Here is his body. This body is very simple as it's straight stitching and circle stitching where you stitch straight into the center. So I went ahead and did that. Now hooking this gold metallic card to the black card, I did have to put weights on here and let it sit and dry. It took a little while because of the dimension, but once I got it dry, it's good to go now and it's very secure. So it took a little bit and I had to put a little extra glue under here and then put the weight back on it. But it's well worth the effort. Now, I have used double cardstock. That is one reason why I probably struggled a little bit, but I like to make them thick when I'm stitching. I like it to be almost cardboard. It just makes it easier. This is 100-pound weight paper, so when you double it, it's thick and it stitches a lot easier. So that's my bee body, and the wings are also doubled. So we've got those. I've done one of the single wings, and then we're going to do the other single wing on camera. So here's this one. And this is such an unusual stitching pattern. So that's why I thought we would do one of the wings, because the wings are not the same old, same old. You know, it's more of like a back stitch, but it's just going in so many different directions that you pretty much are just following the lines. But it's just different, so I thought we would do that on camera. So here's the entire die set. And you see these gorgeous florals that you could, I'm not even touching the surface. We could go on and make these, but I love that you can cut all of these out at once, the buds. So that is really nice. And there are all those pieces. This one here, you just die cut twice because it's the same. It's the reflection of itself. But these, of course, are directional. So just wanted to let you know that. All right, so let's get started. Now, I wanted to mention, I've had this for a while, but I haven't stitched on camera. So I wanted to mention that my friend Justine Dvorak sent me these as a gift, gosh, a couple months ago, and I haven't had them on camera to be able to actually say a live thank you. So her mother made these for me, and they are just the most adorable little quilted bag and thread catcher. Whoops. The thread catcher that opens up and can just sit on your desk and catch all your little threads in here. And then it just closes up, and it almost looks like a pincushion when it's closed up. Now, Justine has an online store on Etsy. If you just type in stationarybystine.com, she will be having these back in her store. She's sold out currently, but she will be getting these back in. And like I said, they're handmade by her mom. So you might want to check those out over there. So thank you so much, Justine. Your friendship means a whole lot to me, and I'm so glad we met in 2023, and I look forward to many years of friendship with you. So let's get stitching. So what I'm doing here, and this is how I've done this, I'm actually going to use double thread. I usually stitch with single metallic thread, but I decided to double my thread. So I put it through, brought it down, and I'm going to knot the bottom of it like so. And then trim. Where's my scissors? Trim just that little tail off there. And that way I can just start stitching. Now, when you die cut these, you'll have the little embossed lines on there to follow. Now, of course, you can stitch however you want to. You don't have to follow those lines. You could follow some of them and not all of them. But the way I've followed them, there's a good view of them. But how I've followed them on the other wings is following all of them. So I'm going to start with one farther in just so my knot doesn't show. And then I'm going to just begin stitching. I absolutely love to stitch, though I don't find enough time to stitch, if that makes any sense. The last time I think I stitched was Stitchmas, which was back in August when I was stitching that. So hard to believe it's been that long. But I had a blast with that calendar. So that is something I would say you do not want to miss out on if they do it again this year. You want to be watching in the summer for the pre-order and everything for the Stitchmas calendar, because that was so fun. And they sell out fast. So if you want to be kept up to date with sales and special promotions so you don't miss any type of special, I try to keep my friends updated with not every single special out there, because that would be totally spamming y'all all day long every day, but some of my favorites, some of the ones that I personally shop with. So if you're interested in, I always advertise the Spellbinders ones, of course, because I work with Spellbinders. But when, let's say, scrapbook.com has free shipping or has some really great multiple gift options, or Simon Says Stamp has free shipping, things like that you just don't want to miss out on, I try to advertise that in my Facebook group. But that's not all the group is for. The group is a family, and it's a family atmosphere, one where we're all getting to know each other and we're literally crafting life together. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, you're more than welcome to join. I will have the links down below and would love to have you join us. The group is called Heartfelt Card Making with Spellbinders and More. And I added that and more on there because all of your cards are welcome. It's not just a Spellbinders thing. It's a personal group of mine. It's my crafty family. So feel free to post all of your makes and share them with me. I want to see what you're working on. I am tucking these in here because I'm out of thread. So I'm tucking these in here, and then I'm going to trim this off, and I'm going to add a little piece of tape because I didn't get to tuck a whole lot there. I'm going to put my needle on my needle minder. These are available in the Spellbinder store. They were part of the Stitchmas little add-on stitch kit, which the last time I looked, that stitch kit was still available. I was surprised that that didn't sell out because that has everything you need for a beginner stitcher in it. So if you're brand new and let's say you're wanting to do the Caboodle Club kit, but you've just never done stitching, and you're thinking, well, maybe I might want to try stitching, you might want to check out that stitching kit if it's still available. I will double check for you, and if it is, down in the description I put my affiliate links. And if you're not familiar with affiliate links, those are links that allow me to refer my followers to the websites with the companies that I work with or have a business relationship with. And anytime you use those links, I get a small commission. It doesn't cost you anything to use them. It's just a way of kind of, I guess some people say it's a way, it's like, think of it like tipping your waitress. I thought that was a cute way. I don't remember who said that, but I've read that somewhere. It's like tipping your waitress. If you get good service, and this is for any influencer, not just me, for those that do this as a job, and those that don't even, that use affiliate links, if you're getting good service and you are enjoying their content and decide, I really like such and such and what they bring to the table, go ahead and use their links. It doesn't cost you anything. And if they're the ones that brought you joy that day, why not? Why not support them for bringing you that joy? Why not give them the credit for the service that they've provided you? In other words, I don't really look at it as a service, but I enjoy it because I like to craft with my friends. But at the end of the day, we all in this business have expenses. We do have to buy our cardstocks and our glues and our consumable products. We do get our dies and stuff like that a lot of times for free, thanks to wonderful companies like Spellbinders. But there are a lot of expenses that go into making videos, and that's just a way to support your neighbor, to support your fellow crafter that is doing these videos because they have you in mind. So I'm not just saying this for me, I'm saying this for all influencers out there. I would say share the wealth. If you find some content and it's content that has brought you joy and is content that has given you knowledge or brightened your day or just pointed out a new item that you're wanting to go get that day, think about using their links instead of just going directly to their website. It's just a way to say thank you. And I know in this world these days, kindness matters. And that's why I really try to take this position I'm in seriously, because at the end of the day, I want to be your friend. It's much more important than business. I want to craft life with you. So get out your stash and come along and craft with me. Okay, we have just a few more stitches. And on this design, I found myself missing a few stitches every now and then. So I would get to the end and I would see that I accidentally went through the tape. I'll have to retape that here in just a minute. I realized that I missed a few stitches here and there. So I went back, and at the end you can really see them if you miss them. So let's see if I missed any. Let's see. It does not look like I did. Nope. We'll compare it to the other one. Looks good. It's a little looser than I like, but that's because I'm talking and not keeping it taut, but that's okay. All right, now this little guy down here has been ornery and got loose. So we're gonna tuck this and tape that at the same time. You just want to make sure it's secure. And by the time there's glue on it, it's always going to end up being secure. So you don't want to fret over it. I always tuck, when I have stitches, I always tuck my threads through the back. And it creates a knot of sorts back here. So I will go ahead and trim this, and then I will see if that tape still will work. Let's see here. We'll get that guy and that guy and tape across this way. Catch those little guys in there. Trim that little fringe there. There we go. And it's ready to go. Okay, so I put my needle back on my needle minder so I don't lose it. And I love this. Since my glass mat is magnetic, it hooks on my glass mat too. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. I love that I did the honeycomb in here. If you noticed, I thought that was so cute. The designer paper had the little honeycomb. And I just love blue and yellow together. Make sure I'm upright. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Then we've got this guy that needs to go down. So these are going to come in here like so. And then the body is going to come right down on here like so. Something else I was thinking is putting these inside those yellow too. Let me do that for a second. Put these inside those little curves here. Let me see what that looks like. And if I put that on top, I could put foam back here if I needed to have it raised. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to put these ones down first because I want them to line up with these. So we're going to get an acrylic block out here. I'm going to put lots of glue in. Okay. So I'm going to do it. I want a little of this yellow right here showing. Okay, and we will put this one with this yellow here, and we're going to meet them in the middle. Okay, I've got those points touching in the middle, and I'm looking up here for centering. And then I've got this about the same width right here. There we go. And then these two, I overlapped them right here. And that's how I hook those two together. So I'm going to attach those there, and I'm going to put foam above the wings there on the end. So let's get our foam squares out here. I'm going to go ahead and get the larger ones and put some up here. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's very supported, and that's what I'm looking for. So then I'm going to put lots of glue here, which is where it's going to be adhering the bodies. And I'm going to take these off. If you struggle with your foam tape or your foam squares, whatever brand you have, check out the Spellbinders website for these. They are so inexpensive, and I've never had one come off. But these little sheets, backer sheets, come off so easily. I've really impressed with them. Okay, so we're going to put that right there, and we're going to press down. And I'm going to put that on there for a minute. Why is my needle not on my needle minder? Okay, while that is sitting there for a second, I want to show you this idea that I had. Now, I didn't finish this because I didn't like that I used 3 threads here. I would rather do this again and use 2 threads, and I didn't have time by the time I needed to record this video. So, but I wanted to show you that you can take this and do this again, and do this again, and then using Bibi's butterflies, come in and do that. Now, is that not cool? Another thing I noticed is you could just take these away and you could use another butterfly. Now, in Bibi's butterflies, let me show you. This is called So Many Butterflies. You have all these different size bodies in here, plus the actual shapes. So these bodies, you can change this size body and make it smaller. But look at this. It looks like a little baby butterfly or a moth. So you could use it that way too. And I would put probably the one smaller body on it. But isn't that cute too? And you can make them all different colors. Can you see these in pastels in the spring? But I went ahead with monarch colors. But I just thought that was just another unique way to use this stitching set. And like I said, I would have finished this, but I think I want to use 2 strands, not 3 strands. I think I like it. I'll like it better. It'll be more detailed. This is too thick for me. So I had seen some people using 3, and I thought I'd try it, and I think I like 2 better. And for metallic, I usually use 1, but this time I used 2 because these are so detailed, and I wanted to make sure you could see all the detail. That's why I used 2. And I don't mind it. I still like 1 though. So just experiment. It's your project, and you're the artist, like I always say. So now I'm just going to hook this on here. And for this, I think we're just going to glue it because it needs support as much as possible. We got to do one thing first. Where's his little antlers or antenna? Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. Can't forget them. Okay, we'll put this on here. Make sure this actually can have some down here too. Put that on there. Make sure it's centered. Looks good. Put that on there. Yeah, this is going to take some time for this to completely glue down. So let's see, am I going to want it there or am I going to want it out here? Want it there. I think I want it over here. So let me go ahead and put that down. Then I'll show this to you a little up close. And then I'm going to go ahead and go and let it dry. So there is our stitching club for January 2024. So I hope you have enjoyed and get this club and have a lot of fun with it. Like I said in a previous video, my husband loves yellow jackets, so he might get this one for his birthday. Have a great day, guys, and enjoy some stitching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.